So as of right now, I am a little halfway into my second trimester, or a little over halfway into my second trimester. So I just wanted to share with you like some of my personal like second trimester must-haves. I'm of the opinion of like not buying too many stuff and just kind of get like the basics of what you need, only because there's already so much to prepare for with the newborn. So I try to like keep my purchases limited, but these items I think were like essential for my second trimester. So let me just share the first one. So first on the list is a pregnancy pillow, a good pregnancy pillow. So I bought a couple, and this one is actually my favorite one. But yeah, it's BB Hug Me. Let me see if you can see right here. BB Hug Me. So it's from Norway. So I like that the actual cushion part, it feels like a little beanie chair, so you can kind of like move it around, or it will kind of like mold to like your body. And then I also like that the fabric is cotton. Yeah, I like that the fabric is cotton, so it's like pretty comfortable. It's been great to use as like a lumbar support when I'm like sitting on the couch or something. But for the most part, I have this in bed with me. And it's just one little tube like this. So it's not like the U-shaped pillow. It's just like one long like log. And I would put my legs in between here and then like hug the pillow, especially now that I sleep on my side. And it's been like really comfortable. The other pregnancy pillow I got was the Newton Baby. That one was a lot more affordable. So this one is on the pricier side. I believe this one was like $200 on Amazon. I'll have like a link below. The other one I got was the Newton Baby. That one the cushion doesn't fluff up as well, and then it does flatten like really easily. So that one I don't really like as much. So that one was $40. So obviously, I think in this case you do get what you paid for, and to me this was like worth the investment, only because like I sleep every day, and when you're pregnant, like in the beginning of the pregnancy I was just tired all the time, and then even now in the second trimester, like in the mornings I would feel a lot of energy, like I have a lot of energy in the mornings, but then by the afternoon my energy level just like comes crashing. So you're like resting a lot while you're pregnant, and I think a good pregnancy pillow is 100% worth the investment. But I would say for the Newton pillow, it didn't go to waste, because one of the side effects of having to sleep on like my left side now is that my hip really hurts. It like just kind of having that added weight on my like left hip. So I would put the Newton pillow underneath, and that's been really helpful with my soreness. So it didn't go to waste, but yeah, I do recommend a really good pregnancy pillow. The second thing on my list of must-haves is a like insulated drinking cup. So I went with the Stanley. I also have a Hydro Flask, but I like that this one has a straw, and then I like that this is like 40 ounces, so then I'll just fill it up and then just finish this in a day. And it's been a great way to track my water intake, just because you do need to drink a lot of water when you're pregnant. Like, I remember one of the first symptoms I had when I first got pregnant, even before I found out I was pregnant, was I was just so thirsty. Like suddenly I just was thirsty all the time. Yeah, so having a like drinking cup really helps. And while we're on the topic of hydration for pregnancy, I think the next must-haves is good good electrolytes. So the electrolytes that I'm using is from the company Needed. So the company is Needed, and yeah, this has been my favorite electrolytes and trace mineral flavoring. The flavor I personally like is the grapefruit flavor. I basically just put 2 packs of these into my Stanley every day and then filled my Stanley up with some warm water. And then I would just drink that throughout the day. I also add like 2 milliliters of trace minerals. Yeah, and then that would just be my like daily hydration. And I went with the Needed brand because they do third-party testing. So to me, that was just really important. And it does give me like a peace of mind knowing that I'm not drinking any like heavy metals like in my like hydration. So the next essentials must have is a really good prenatal to take. So I also take prenatals from the Needed brand. Yeah, to me this was like the only prenatal where I didn't feel nausea, so I would say try it out to see how you like it. But I've tried many different prenatals even before I was pregnant, only because we've been trying. So I was taking prenatal before I was pregnant for like a year, and this is the only brand that I don't get nausea from. But I would say it was a little overwhelming in the beginning because under the serving size, like the instruction says to take 8 a day, so it was quite a bit. But then once I got pregnant and I spoke to my midwife, she said that based on the nutrients, like I can get away with just taking 4 a day, just like cut down half the amount, and that's more than enough for what the baby needs. Yeah. So this is the Needed brand. Oh, and I think I mentioned this, I forget, but yeah. So the other reason that I chose this was also because they do third-party testing. So they do third-party testing, and this is the one that I can take where I don't feel nausea. But yeah. And then in addition to my prenatal stack, I also take pre and probiotics starting from the 2nd trimester. And then I also take omega-3 here. Yeah. And it's also from the Needed brand. Yeah. The next item on my like pregnancy must-haves are some pregnancy books. So the one that I got was the Mama Natural, and I really like this one because it goes through each week by week. So rather than like reading the whole book all at once, I would just go through it every week. So say I'm 21 weeks now, so technically I'm on week 22 because by the time this week is over, I'll be 22 weeks pregnant. So at week 22, yeah, I just flip over to week 22 and then I just go through this section to kind of like prepare me for what to expect in this pregnancy. Yeah, so just Mama Natural. And then the other pregnancy book that I bought is it was actually recommended by my midwife. So it's called The First 40 Days. This one is more geared towards like postpartum recovery for the 4th trimester, as you will. And it kind of talks about the 40 days period after giving birth and the importance of like nourishing the mom, because a lot of the focus is on the baby after the first 40 days, but it's really important that mom replenish her nutrients as well. So I just think this is a good addition to have to prepare for the birth. And what I really like about this, and it was actually one of the reasons why my midwife recommended it to me, is there's this section, let me just flip over to it. There's this section for recipes, and it just goes over, and it just has tons and tons of recipes that are like super healthy for you to have, like, well, during the postpartum period, obviously, but it's also really healthy for the baby for you to make these. So I've just been kind of flipping through these and then like figuring out, and then like whichever like item looks good to me or looks easy enough, I would just make that for the day. So the other day there was this oxtail stew, so I just made that yesterday. Yeah, so I feel like having like a good recipe book that's like geared towards like nourishing the mom and geared towards like nourishing the baby, that's probably like one of my other like second trimester essentials. My first trimester was so difficult. Like I could not hold any food down. Like even the smell of eggs, the smell of fish just made me want to throw up. And then if I like even take a bite of like meat, that just made me throw up. So first trimester was really difficult, and my midwife had told me just like eat what I can hold down, and that was just a lot of noodles, but just noodles, and nothing else. So I just had a lot of carbs in my first trimester, and my midwife said that my baby will have what my baby would need from me. So just kind of, I guess, survived the first trimester. But second trimester is when I started like getting more serious about my nutrition, and I feel like this book has been a lifesaver for like dinner ideas, I also like that this kind of goes over like other cultures and how they handle like the postpartum period. So like just for somebody who like loves to learn about other cultures, this has been like really interesting to like read about too. So yeah, I highly recommend this. I would say the last item on my list are stretchy clothes. I really don't want to buy any like maternity clothes throughout this pregnancy, just because I don't want to just buy something and then only wear it for a few months and then not wear it after. I really relied on like stretchy clothes so far throughout this pregnancy. So for example, this dress, this dress was part of my wardrobe before pregnancy, but because it's stretchy, I've just been kind of like wearing it on repeat. And I have this in several different colors. I got these a few years ago from Forever 21, and it was like 20 bucks a dress. And I have like several different colors. So I've just been wearing this on rotation. But over the holidays, I did cave and bought like a stretchy pants because it was like kind of chilly during the holidays. So yeah, so I did buy stretchy pants. But just, I think for the second trimester, anything stretchy, just add that to a wardrobe, and then that way when you're not pregnant anymore, then you can just still wear them. And I feel like that's a better investment than buying simply maternity clothes that you're only going to wear for the duration of your pregnancy. But yeah, so that's basically my list of must-have essentials. Yeah, again, I don't believe in like having too many things. I only want to have what I use, and those were the things that I've been using all the time throughout the second trimester. I do have a lot more energy now. I feel that every day, like, or week by week, I feel like my energy level stays longer intact. Like rather than getting tired at like 1 p.m. now I start getting tired at 3 p.m. So I do see the like energy level improvement. So hopefully that means that I can start preparing for the nursery. And because now that we're entering third trimester, I feel like there's just so many things that we need to do for the baby, like preparing the nursery, getting a dresser, buying the stroller, the car seat, bottle situation, the like feeding situation, the diaper situation. So there's just a lot for me to research, and I'm going to share them as I go along. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching till now, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.